Hi, I'm Nicole Marie Finch, and you are watching me here on my blog all about health and mindset. And today, I want to talk about health and mindset all in one. So as many of you know, I am a certified health coach and mindset health, obsessor. I think how our mind works is super fascinating. And I'm also very passionate about helping people to live healthy lives in a practical and fun and exciting way. I mean, obviously you probably know by now I'm all about fun, joy, happiness, all that good stuff. And today I want to talk about the grocery store game. Winning the game of the grocery store. And this is a bit inspired by something that my friend, fellow health coach, Meredith did. So if you're out there, Meredith, heyo, props to you for this. This is such a powerful idea about when we grocery shop and what's really happening there, because they're messing with us. Did you know that grocery stores are designed the same way that casinos are designed? Yep. There's lack of windows, they got, good music, they're pumping in smells, and they're designed to kind of keep you in there spending money and all sorts of good stuff. So, how do we win the store with keeping our health and our money intact so that we can leave the store ready to go, take on the day, and be able to take control of all of our health goals? And I created a little map here of how we will win this grocery store game. Again, inspired by Meredith. You're awesome. This is so true. So this is for most grocery stores. Now pay attention when you go shopping next time. It's not always the case, but in most grocery stores you'll find that they follow a similar format to this. So you go in the entrance. Now, if you park over here, maybe you can skip this. They have a little maze they have there and go in the exit. But if you're following what they designed to do, they have this big, nice, fancy entrance where they want you to go in. And they start to distract you immediately with donuts. They got the smells. They got these nice flowers over here. There's usually some kind of sale happening. And to be honest, it's actually not usually that much more discounted than normal. It's just trying to catch your attention and grab your money right from the get-go. So the first step of the game is to have to get through that part of those little obstacles there to get over to the healthy fruits and veggies up here. And this is where we want to spend a lot of our time to be able to get the health piece of it. And if you're smart, you can take care of the money piece of it too. I know there's a thought that eating organic, eating healthy can be more expensive. And I guess if you compare it to getting a dollar menu item from McDonald's, okay, fine. But if you do it smart, you can use a lot of things in different ways. It's really about planning ahead, thinking about what you're going to need, and you can use all the pieces of it. And don't, be like many of us who buy a nice thing of broccoli and then forget about it and have to throw it out in a couple days. Guilty of that. So that's a different game. Okay, so for this game, we're going to get past all these distractions up here and get right to the good stuff, the fruits and veggies. So now, once we've got our fruits and veggies loaded up, and again, there's some creative ways. You don't just get your salads. There's really this way you can use peppers and stuff. They go a long way. You can make some good stuff here without breaking the bank. Then we want to go along the back. So notice all of the things that most people want to buy are in the back of it. And so you've got maybe you've got some meats that you want to get. You got your dairy and your eggs. You've got, your cheeses, your OJ. All that stuff is on the back because they want to get you in there. They want to get you as far in the store as they can go. So a lot of your essentials end up being in the back. I'm actually going to make sure you can actually see this. Okay, good. I'm looking at myself, so I turn the camera away. But this way I can make sure I'm not, down here. Okay, so now you got your good stuff here. You got your essentials back here. And now we've got to get back to the front to check out. And you gotta go through the aisles. It's a necessary evil in many ways unless you want to go all the way back here. We ain't got that kind of time. Now the thing is, a lot of times they put the things that you're most likely going to buy and need in the middle of the aisle. So you have to walk really into it and pass all those things, little sale signs, this here, that there, and be able to go through and get out. Now here's the thing, and this is probably even more for a different video, but when you look at the things in these aisles, there's a couple of things to be aware of. One thing is don't ever care, or even look at, or even worry about what's on the front label of something. It says fat-free, it says sugar-free, it says gluten-free. I don't even look at that anymore if I don't know what it is, because there's so many loopholes nowadays with what they can put on. Actually, this is a good one. There's actually Crisco on here, and this is interesting. It's called the trans fat loophole. So FDA allows you, if you have less than I think it's half gram of trans fat per serving in your product, you can say trans fat free or 0 grams of trans fat. And Crisco, you can buy Crisco that says trans fat free. Crisco is trans fat. It's pretty much all hydrogenated oil, which is trans fat, but they can say trans fat free because they made the serving size smaller. What? This is a crazy game. Okay, so don't look at the label in front. Turn on to the back. I don't even bother with like the grams of protein, grams of sodium, calories. Honestly, that's not really that important to be on to in the grand scheme of things. What's most important are the ingredients. I immediately go down, look at the actual ingredients on the label there to see what is in this, because you might be surprised in some things that, you know, what's in there. It can look healthy. All the other things might check the box, but then you look at what's actually in there and you're like, huh. And if you don't know what it is, look it up. There are some things that sound bad, but they're actually from a plant or something, and they just use a scientific name, and they're actually not as bad. So you kind of get used to what you're looking for. And there are other things like hydrogenated oils, or high fructose corn syrup, things like that we know that we want to avoid because our body doesn't know what to do with them. They actually impact our brain health too. So we go back to our mind and body health. So go through your aisles looking for things that are healthy because of the ingredient list, not the front label, not the nutrition facts. And by the way, gluten-free does not mean healthy. So if you buy gluten-free brownies, they may not be healthy. Healthier, maybe alternative, maybe, but again, you gotta look at the ingredients, see what's in there, because they can still put crap in gluten-free stuff. I think there's a misnomer nowadays about gluten-free being healthy, but you can certainly eat unhealthy and be gluten-free. So when you go through here again, be looking at the actual what is in the products, grabbing just what you need. And by the way, this is also great. Cereal. Kids cereal, the eyes on the cartoon characters are meant to look them right in the eyes. The kids right in the eyes. So the kids want to buy certain things. And here's a good rule of thumb with cereal. Cereal's a tough thing because it's pretty processed. A lot of chemicals can go into it. And you really want to follow the 3-6-3 rule, which would be you want the cereal to have more than 3 grams of protein, less than 6 grams of sugar, and more than 3 grams of fiber. I think I said that right. Which can be hard to find, actually, so that fits those. So you want maybe you can look at oats and other things too for breakfast, and that's a whole other thing I can talk about another day. But again, look at the ingredients, and then you can be able to determine what you want to go through. And one other thing I mentioned too about juice, even though this is 100% fruit juice, because it's just the sugar, they got rid of the skin, which has the fiber in it, which helps to slow the sugar down from just going right into your bloodstream. You actually miss out on that fiber that's so important to be consuming. When you consume sugar, you always want to have fiber with it. So be careful about fruit juices that seem like they're healthy, but they're missing out on that key piece. So your body's just getting that boom, influx of sugar and not having the accompanying fiber to bring it to the right places that needs it. So, because our body does need sugar, so we do need that, and all of our cells need it, but we also need the fiber to make sure it doesn't just like, woo, go crazy. Okay, so we've made it through. We've checked our labels, got just what we needed, and we're feeling good. But you got the final little barrier there, which is the checkout line, which has all sorts of distractions. They got candy, they got magazines with crazy, interesting, like, oh, what's happening there, what's happening there. And so we got to get through that. Keep your blinders on so you can keep all of your healthy hearts, all of your money intact. You're not spending money on things you don't really need or that are not going to support you. So once you've been that, then you can notice that usually the exit door is usually a lot smaller than the entrance door, trying to get you to come in this way. And usually the carts are over here too, so that way, you really want to go in that way. Not always the case, but then you can exit. and whew, we made it through the store. So I'd love to know how you like this little demo, what you have to add, what you have that you've learned. And again, props to my friend Meredith for coming up with this, because it really is a fascinating thing how they design grocery stores these days and what they're meant to do. It's not just random haphazard. Product placement. Anyway, that's all for this week. I just wanted to share that fun little game, especially as summer's maybe wrapping up. We're trying to get into healthy mode again. And this is one way to do is win the grocery store game. So thanks so much for tuning in again. I hope to see you here again soon. And in the meantime, remember, life is chaos, so we just have to have fun with it.